The doors of Issaquah High will reopen to students Friday, after only a small number of AP students were allowed in to take a test today.
No one could be in the building without a record of immunization. We had that for students, but we needed to gather it for staff.
Health officials wanted records from staff to prove their immunization status, the district said. Currently, they have employees fill out this form during the hiring process, verifying their vaccination against MMR and Tdap, a form that includes exemptions.
We can't make it a condition of employment. We're just following state law. So we ask.
Director of Communications El Michelle said the form serves another purpose too, notifying employees that if they are not properly immunized and an outbreak occurs, they may be kept out of the building. Seattle Public Schools outlined their similar policy in a blog post, noting King County Department of Health has the authority to exclude the infected student or staff, as well as students and staff who do not have proof of immunizations from school.
We do have measles in our community, and we're likely to see measles continuing to enter the community.
Though health officials say these 5 cases across King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties are still not cause for alarm.
No one should freak out. Everyone should get vaccinated. Measles is a preventable disease. It's a serious disease, but it's a preventable disease. We have a highly effective and safe vaccine. We have time. We're not in the middle of a large outbreak.
Regardless, Issaquah district officials hope to prevent a shortage of staff with proof of their immunization status from forcing a closure ever again.
I do think that this experience has taught us something, and I would expect that we're going to start a more proactive approach to getting the physical records that we know now that public health is going to require of us. So if we can get those on file at a school, then we can go through that process much more quickly.
And those students and staff that cannot demonstrate their immunization status will not be allowed back until May 31st, when the chance they could develop measles from this exposure ends. And an interesting piece of data, Issaquah says the district has an immunization rate of just above 95%, with the high school coming in just above that. You can actually go through a list of King County schools and see those rates. We'll have that link for you on our website, or you can text the keyword measles to 206-448-4545. Back to you.
All right, Michael, thank you. We also have an update on the measles case at North Creek High School. The district tells us they've identified 10 students who do not have verification of MMR vaccinations. Those students will return to school June 3rd unless more measles cases are reported.